We're at Chapter 2, Lesson 6. What strategies can I use to add or subtract is still the essential question. And unlike yesterday, we are going to be subtracting whole numbers, but we are still going to use the standard algorithm. So yay! Subtraction of whole numbers is similar to addition of whole numbers because you might need to regroup. And regrouping can be a common mistake. The Trevino family is moving to a new city. They have driven 957 miles out of the 3,214 miles that they need to drive. How many more miles do they need to drive? So let's highlight the information we have. 957 and 3,214 miles. And what we need to find is, oh, there's our keywords though. Let's highlight those. How many more? And the question is, how many more miles do they need to drive? And that how many more signifies that we are going to be doing subtraction. And I've already rounded here and set up the estimation problem. And you might be wondering, how did we go from 3 digits to 4 digits? Well, if you look at the circle, we've got our hundreds place, which has a 9. And we've got the 2 circled, and 95 would round up to 100, but we still have to keep that placeholder 0 for the 1's place. The 7 becomes a 0, and 95 becomes 100, which puts this up to 1,000. So before I get my actual algorithm, I'm going to do my estimation. And 0. 2 minus 0 is still 2. If I take none away from 2, I still have 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So here's my estimate, 2,200. And I'm going to get started on my actual problem. And this one has regrouping in every place, so it's easy to make a mistake when you've got so much regrouping happening, which is why it's really helpful to use your estimating. Then you can check to make sure that your answer is reasonable and you haven't made a mistake with the regrouping. So if you're looking at this in the 1's place, you'll see that 4 is less than 7. So if I only had 4 1's, I can't take away 7 from that. So I need to go over to my 10's block and break that up into 10 1's. Okay, so I just regrouped my 14 from 110 and 4 1's. I regrouped it and I put 10 1's up here. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 1's. So that's how I show it with the model. Here's how I show it with the equation. I'm just going to cross out that 10, and that leaves me 0 10's. And now I have 14 1's. So just like I crossed out this 10, I cross out the 10. And now I have 0 10's over here, so I have 0. And I have 14 1's, so I put 14. 14 minus 7. I can go through and cross out 7 1's if I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1's. So that's the idea of the regrouping. I'm not going to do it on every single place value, but just that if you need to do that model, that's why we're doing the crossing out. Now I've got 0 minus 5, and again, I can't have 0 of something and take 5 away from it. But I can go up to my next place value. And I'm going to take away 100. That's going to leave me 100, 1 less than 2. And instead of having 0, I'm going to have 10 10's. Now I can do 10 minus 5. I'm going to have 5. And again, I can't have 1 and take 9 away from it. So I have to regroup. 3,000 becomes 2,000. 100 becomes 1100s. 11 minus 9 is 2. And 2 minus 0 here leaves me 2, which is what this is saying here in the word form. So 3,214, take away 957, is 2,257. The Trevino family needs to drive 2,257 more miles. And if you compare 2,200, which is our estimate, with 2,257, you'll see they're similar enough to be a reasonable answer for this equation. So that's how to do the longer subtraction equations using the standard algorithm. The next problem does not have as much regrouping, so it won't take as much of the regrouping, but it does explain the difference between these two. The larger number in a subtraction is always the top one, and that is called the minuend, and the lower one, or the lesser, is called the subtrahend. So there are cool vocabulary words to tell your parents. Minuend is the first number in a subtraction sentence from which a second number is to be subtracted. The subtrahend is the number that is subtracted. Okay, example 2. The band has raised $1,345 towards new equipment. If the goal is to raise $4,275, how much money must still be raised? So highlighting the information we need. They've raised that much, and their goal is to raise this much. Our question is, how much money must still be raised? And this can be a keyword, still. It can give you a hint that you're going to need to subtract. It can be confusing though. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my equation with my standard algorithm. It's going to walk through all the steps here, but I'm going to walk through it on this equation. 5 take away 5 is 0. And 7 is larger than 4, so I don't need to regroup. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now 2 minus 3 is 2 is less than 3, so I need to go to my thousands place. Borrow 1 from there, the 4 becomes a 3, and the 2 becomes a 12. Now I've got 12 minus 3 is 9, and 3 minus 1 is 2. And when you're doing these, I'd rather see you use your fingers than get the wrong answer. So if you're holding up 7 fingers and subtracting 4, I'd rather see you do that than see you get the wrong answer. So the band still needs to raise $2,930. And what they're showing down here with the check is how to rewrite the subtraction equation as an addition to check your work. So they took the answer, they moved it up to the top, and the middle number, the subtrahend, stays in the same position. If we do not add and get the top number, then we did not do our subtraction right. So this has to be the same in order for that answer to be, for this answer to be correct. And it does ask you to use addition or estimation to check in the work. Really quickly, I noticed something on page 96, the problem-solving page. Pay attention because you've got 3 numbers here, and you're going to have to, this is a 2-step problem. So pay attention. You're going to need all these numbers. There's not extra information, but you need to pay close attention to the question in order to figure out what you're going to do with those numbers. And number 16 is also 2-step. You need to figure out what you're going to do. You're actually going to be 3 steps because you're going to have to do something with these numbers, something with those numbers, and then you're going to compare those. So pay attention, they're giving you lots of information, and it is multiple steps on 15 and 16. On number 17, you do not need to solve these equations in order to answer the question they've given you. So pay attention to that. You can save yourself a lot of time.